Sulecki versus Demetrius Andrade. Now, this is a fight that I'm looking forward to, but I don't think there are many people who are terribly excited about seeing Demetrius Andrade fight. I'm not sure why. I think maybe he's one of, at least boxing right now, one of the most underutilized talents in the sport. I read an article a little while ago about Jacobs and Andrade from where they were when they turned pros and what they thought their kind of trajectories were like. And people had really high hopes for Andrade. And I guess through a combination of poor promotion and inactivity and failing to deliver on the big stage, he just hasn't blossomed into the star that I think people thought he would have been. I mean, if you look at his actual boxing history, or his from 2015, he's been woefully inactive, like one fight a year kind of stuff. He signed up with Matchroom, who've invested a little bit of money into him. And he's really got to step up to the plate against Sulecki, as far as I'm concerned. And I would like to see him sit down on his punches a bit more. Defense, of course, is for him at least, is key and is probably fundamental. And the primary concern when he goes into a ring is not being hit and then firing back when the opportunity presents itself, which is fine. But, you know, when you do hit back, your punches have got to be crisp and you've got to be sitting down on them to get people's attention. It's one thing winning in boxing, but that isn't enough. And I think the perfect example of that is somebody like Dave Allen. People just love him. He's friendly, he's charismatic, he hits like a truck, and he's in entertaining fights. Now, don't get me wrong that boxers' health and their well-being should be primary concern as well. But from a, again, bloodthirsty goal kind of standpoint, we want to be entertained. And I think that Andrade has the tools. I do think he does carry power. He just needs to sit down a bit more. He moves very well. He's very fluid. He has a lot of head movement. And I just think that there's room for improvement, but I think that this is his time. This is probably the biggest stage he's going to get to make a claim for a Triple G or a Canelo fight. He really needs to be sitting down these punches, not being afraid to engage. And Sulecki's no mug, by the way. I don't know how much you guys know about Sulecki, but this guy has head movement. He throws straight punches. His hooks are a little bit wide and a bit kind of ungainly, but he throws down the pipe. He sets himself when he punches. And I think he's definitely in a good position for an upset. He didn't exactly go life and death with Danny Jacobs, but it was a good fight. He edged out Rosado. He carries power. I don't think he carries one-punch knockout power. Maybe similar to an Andrade, but given the opportunity, he can hurt you. And I think it's unlikely that Andrade's going to be in a position where he can be hurt. And of course, if he was to follow my advice, he's going to be in a position where he can be hurt. But I think I can see Andrade boxing maybe not a wide decision, because I think Sulecki is quicker, is maybe too quick to outbox easily. He's very snappy. He throws crisp straights. His jab's okay. I think it'll be a good fight. But I do think Andrade will probably win maybe not a boxing masterclass, but I think he can win a fairly wide decision, unless he, as I said, he tries to come to impress, gets muddled up in a bit of a messy fight. I'm not sure. I think Andrade by wide decision. Could I see Andrade stopping him? Potentially, if Eddie's kind of said, listen, we want to see something big here. He's had people hurt in the past and not really kind of closed the show. Andrade, I mean. And I'm curious to see how he handles this. I think he'll get the work done. I think he'll get business done. I think he'll take care of his work. But I do think Sulecki is in a perfect position here, because he's the kind of opportunity or the kind of opponent that you can very easily overlook. And if Andrade was to overlook him, it would be one of these messy kind of split decisions that can go either way. But if he boxes and is prepared as he should, I think he outboxes him clearly, maybe even getting a late stoppage with just kind of unrelenting punches, depending on how much gas he has in the tank and how committed he is to putting on a performance. I'm excited about the fight. I just hope he makes the opportunity, or he takes the opportunity and maximizes the situation that's in front of him. And he's fighting for the very first time in his career in front of his hometown. I think it's like a 9,000 arena, maybe 7,000 crowd, something like that. I saw an interview on IFL TV. I hope it's an entertaining fight, first and foremost. I think Sulecki's going to come to fight. He's going to bring it. He's not a high volume puncher, but he throws. He's not low volume. And as I said, his punches they've got a snap on them, and they're quick. You sleep on them, and you're going to get slapped in the mouth. But Andrade by probably quite a wide margin. It could be messy, it could spoil, but I think he takes it, and maybe even a late stoppage. That's it. Take care, folks.